fully functional, correct?
That's correct.
When will it be fully functional? Do we know?
Couple of weeks.
Well, after this police committee meets and analyzes all the issues that have been brought up here tonight.
Okay, and then who will have access to that, or we don't know that?
A big part of the decision that the police committee comes forward with.
Thank you. Anyone else?
If I might, can I ask you another question?
Mr. Lowe, once more, yes.
I believe we had touched on what I call a jurisdictional issue here as to whether or not, first of all, was this unit installed with your knowledge?
Mine?
Yes.
No.
No. Okay. If that being the case, then
I want to say, well, let me clarify that. It was not, I guess it was being installed in the process of installation when I found out.
okay. That being the case, does Mr. Zampetti have the authority to doctor, to alter a police vehicle without the mayor or the town council or the police department's permission?
Still, we know that. but we understand that.
No,
The
but that's
point-
not answering my question, Mr. Mayor.
But can I just go back another step? A town vendor knows they have to have a purchase order to conduct any work. So, and that's not an excuse, but...
Well, what I'm getting at here is a position or a matter of legality or ethics if the council has to operate under ethics. And while you tell me you understand, that's fine, but that doesn't answer my question as to whether he exceeded whatever authority as this police commission title he holds. And if he did so, is he going to be held accountable for doing this? Because if he acted beyond his scope as the position that he holds, then this becomes moot. That unit needs to be removed because he didn't have the authority to do it, if he does not have the authority. This is the question that I would like to have answered, whether or not he had the authority to do what took place.
It's an awkward, you're asking me to sit in judgment of a council person. I don't...
But how do you operate them? Don't you have laws?
Well, the fact is that requisitions need to be approved at or prior to purchasing, and this is a policy we do it here too. And a requisition did come in at some point later, but this council is going to deal with it. Is absolutely going to deal with it.
Okay. Do you understand if you were sitting out here and just got that answer, you would probably be no more satisfied with it than I am. Okay, that's you're speaking in circles.
No, you're putting me in an awkward position, and you're asking me to pass judgment.
But you're the mayor.
Well, we also have a council here to make decisions and set policies.
Okay, but then do you concede my point that if behind closed doors you come to some determination as to whether or not this was done inappropriately, then if it was in fact done inappropriately, that GPS needs to be removed out of that car. And then we start this whole process all over again. I'm not going to concede that it's already installed, so therefore we just, forget about whether or not we had permission to do this in the first place. This is where we come into many problems.